Hello everyone and welcome to another journey through the fascinating culture and hidden gems of Iran. Today I'm going to taking you to a place that you definitely didn't expect. It's a place that's filled with history, stories and tiny artworks that connect the past to the present. If you're curious about it, stay with me until the end of this video. We are at Kurdistan Museum, a true treasure trove for history lovers and stamp collectors alike. It offers a unique look into the world of stamps and also known as the little windows into history. Each stamp you will see there represents a moment in time, a story, or an important event that captured in small yet powerful forms. By the way, it is the biggest stamp museum in the world and currently contains of decades and centuries stamps, books, caches and coins not only from Iran but also from all over the world. It is registered in Guinness Book of World Records. If you want to see and know more about it, come with me. Now, you may be asking why stamps? What makes them so special? So here's the deal. Stamps are more than just some pieces of paper that we stick on letters. They reflect social, cultural, and political changes of a nation, and also they showcase important personalities, significant events, or even artistic changes. In this museum, you will get to see an incredible collection that spans over 150 years of history. Just think about it, some pieces of stamps that span over 150 years. They must have gotten too much stories to tell us. Let's start with Iranian collection. The very first stamp that issued in Iran dates back to 1868, which is the Sun and Lion series, which is a very rare stamp to find. But you can see some of the original of them in this museum right here. They're actually for the reign of Nasruddin Shah Qajar. They have too much historical document here, all are handwritten, and they have other coins here, caches, coins, and I'm going to show you each of them and more of them just about the stamps. So we show you the first ever stamp that issued in Iran. So we're going to go for another stamps. There are some international collection as well, which you can feel that all that international stamps try to connect different nations through the universal act of connections. As I've told you, some of these stamps are for important people. You can see here the previous government of Iran. This is for previous government. And this is a wall telephone, which is made by Russian in 1929. It is very interesting, and I told you here it's not just about stamps, about the other stuff like coins, caches, and old books that I'm going to show you, all of them. This museum is the best museum ever that I've done. It is very, very special, and you can see all the other stuffs that, you know, trace back to about 100 years ago. one of my important part in this museum is the stamps that dedicated to historical milestone. You know, stamps that issued during the war, revolution, or even space exploration. You can see right here when they got the news of landing on the moon, they just want to celebrate or make something on stamps. And you know, this is how the world was going forward. And you can see right here, they just made a stamp about some people that landed on the moon. So we have another collection of stamps that made by gold, and each of them cost more than $5,000 or $10,000. They are belong to most of the countries from all over the world and are not just for Iran. As I've told you, it is not just about the stamps. Here we have some old documents, historical things like cash, coins, and other books which traces back to 200 years ago. You can see some of the historical document which is original one without any copy. They are handwritten and they are original. And they have also had some old coins, which most of them traces back over 200 years ago. Just look at the details right here. Now the artistry and the craftsmanship are outstanding. These are the miniature works of art. Now you have noticed that many early Persian stamps or coins are handcrafts which necessitate a long process and a meticulous process, and also necessitate a highly of work of very skilled artisans. Here they have another collections. This is for the previous government of Iran, and we have from Qajar, and we have even older coins. All of them are for Iran, and you can see all of them are hand engraved. This coin is belonged to 2,500 years ago. Can you believe it? It is very old and it is priceless. They also have caches from any part of the world, from all countries. They are the first caches that made or printed in any country. And this is for Ukraine, which writes down 1992. As I've told you, here are too much caches and coins, and most of them are so old that considered priceless. You can see the first cache that printed in any country. You have US dollar, and I think these are belong to Thailand. This is for Germany, 1923. This was Turkmenistan. They're also for there. Back of Zambia. This is for Romanian. it is the end part of this museum, which belongs to historical books, and some of them also traces back to more than 300 years. You can see from its cover that how old they are, and they are handwritten, they are completely manuscript. You can see how much they're worth. Just look at the cover, and we have some other here, right here. You know, some of them are belong to Qajar era, and some other belongs to even more. They're all manuscript. You can see the handwriting. We have another one right here. Just look at its cover. In my opinion, all of them are priceless. You know, just someone writes something from maybe 100 years ago, 200 years ago, or even more. You have another one here. You know, they belong to time that generations came to this world and just went out, left the whole world, and they just left this historical and worthwhile thing for us. Look at the cover. You can see how old are they. You have some other here, you have here, and all of them are full of information. We can see the paper of this book, which is very interesting and amazing to me. You know, it's like a wall. And when you open it, you realize that it's a book which is handwritten and belongs to 100 years ago. You have again right here. Look at the cover. You can see how old they are. All of them are handwritten. We have another books from another countries all over the world. It takes years over years to read all of them. Here we have a mailman from Qajar period. This is the original picture of this guy. So what do you think? Who have ever thought in the world that this kind of stuff like caches, coins, stamps, and books contain too much history, art, culture, and even stories in themselves? This museum is a gem, and all of this stuff are very historical. If you have ever found yourself in Karaj, make sure to stop by and see this true gem in person. Thank you very much for accompanying me on another voyage and watching this film. Don't forget to like, subscribe for our channel, and leave comment for me. Thank you very much again. Until next time, take care of yourself, and as always, discover the real run through my lens.